Meanwhile, the State of the State address this morning by Governor Hutchinson marked the beginning of the fiscal session by saying the state of the economy is uncertain. Our Jay Burr was at this address this morning, and Jay, we know this session will be far from normal.
Yeah, absolutely, Ashley. In fact, a lot of housekeeping right out the gate for this fiscal session, passing some rules where it allowed some of the members to vote by proxy, where they can still cast a vote, although not physically being up at the Capitol. Several other changes like that. But the big thing on the plate today was the governor's State of the State address, and he immediately addressed the state's reaction and adjustment to the COVID-19 pandemic. Similar to what he has said in the daily updates, the governor mentioned that Arkansas is doing better than most states in combating the virus, and he hopes to continue his targeted approach. On the matter of the economy of the state, he said the state has processed over 110,000 unemployment claims since the onset of this crisis in Arkansas. Now, there are no numbers yet, but he has said that some businesses will not be able to bounce back, but did say that there are some ready to expand and build here in Arkansas, the Amazon edition being one of those at the very top. Now, obviously, with that economic downturn, the General Assembly will have to figure out a way to weather the storm of the current economic crisis as well.
I have submitted my balanced budget, but I need your help to trim it as a result of the revised forecast, which cut our anticipated state revenue by $205 million for next year.
The crisis was unexpected. Ideas that might have made some sense before, like the governor's expensive tax plan for high earners, look different to many under this new light.
Governor Hutchinson also saying that the pandemic could very well change the way Arkansas does a lot of things. He mentioned that schools are still functional and that telemedicine will likely be here to stay and expand, and that the needs of broadband access in the state are now greater than ever. Now, he does not currently have a plan in place on how to go about that expansion, but again, the state is looking to trim $205 million from the fiscal budget for next year. And also of note, the long-term reserve fund, which has $152 million in it, still nothing planned to do with that. Live from the state capitol, Jay Burr, KRK 4 News.
Jay, thank you very much.